Okay, good morning to all my world travelers. Here we go, it's yoga time, it's Sunday, fun day. We're just gonna stand here nice and tall, sweep the arms up and down, find your breath. So you begin and end each movement, try to breathe as much as you can. Feet are pretty close together, so it's gonna challenge your balance a little bit, help you find your center. You want to lift up through your abdomen, squeeze your glutes. Okay, now make a fist, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you pull them back, and then come down and up. Oh, that feels so good. Yesterday's workout was a lot of hamstrings. Actually, I shouldn't say yesterday, I should say Thursday. My days are all mixed up. No, it was yesterday. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. On this up one, you're going to take your feet out to the edges of the mat, keep the elbows back, start to fold up and down again. Just switching up the angle. Try to go a little deeper since we've done quite a few of these, but the idea is to still keep the spine nice and long. One more. You know, release the arms, just let them sway side to side. Nice and easy. And now take this right arm, sweep it all the way up and let the hip go out and let the arm go over. And then switch sides. So you're just kind of oscillating nice and slow. Enjoy that nice side body stretch. Really lift up, try to really get the arm reaching. One more on each side. Okay, now you're going to turn and face the right side of the room. You're going to take your feet really far apart this time. Hands on your hips. Shoot those elbows back. Keep your spine nice and long, and then come back up. So we're just going to do this 3 times. On this last one, you're just going to let it all hang out. So top of the head is just going to hover over the floor. So really sort of unweight the entire upper body here, keeping the legs nice and straight. You're going to take both hands over to that left foot, look at the left knee. We're just going to hold here for a breath or two. And then switch sides. Nice. Now come back to the left foot. Turn the left foot to face forward and get on the toes of your back foot. Find yourself in what we call runner's lunge. Now you're going to bend your knee forward and then push it back to a straight leg. So bend forward so the knee goes over the toes and then send it back. The back heel doesn't need to be down on the floor, but you want to be pushing it at least towards the floor. Okay, now plant those hands down on the mat and you're going to lower that right knee to the floor. And now we're going to do the same thing. Send your hips back so your front leg gets nice and straight. Toes point up towards the ceiling and then pull it forward. And as you pull forward, let your hips come forward too. You should be getting some nice length here in this right hip flexor. And then send them back, point the toes. And just sort of oscillate between the two. And it's not about forcing a position. Our bodies have their own minds sometimes. So let's just listen to what feels right for your body today. Okay, hold it forward. Take that left hand inside that front foot. Just kind of hang out here. Relaxing the hips. Now take your left knee and push it into your left arm. So you get a nice activation, and then release it. And then do it again. Pull it towards the arm and then let it go. Do it one more time. Now take this left hand back to the outside of the foot. You're going to come off your back leg and you're going to step your back foot forward. Inhale and extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. And now take it all the way down. Palms down, you're going to step your left leg back. So you're in runner's lunge. Now straighten the right leg and bend it. Let the knee come forward and straighten it. And just sort of do a few more. Okay, now we're going to put the left knee down on the floor. We're going to send our hips back. Point your toes up towards the ceiling on that right leg. And then come back forward. You can use your hands to help you go further back if you like. And forward. Really let the hips relax forward so you get that nice hip flexor stretch. Send it back one last time. And then forward, we're going to bring the right hand inside the right foot. Hips are relaxing forward as you press that leg into the right arm. And then let it go. And press it in. And release it. And again. And release it. Take your right hand to the outside. Come off your back knee, so you're back to your runner's lunge, and step your left foot forward. Inhale and extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. And now pull the elbows down. Try to send the elbows back and then the arms back up. We're just going to do this a few more times. Squeezing those shoulder blades because you're trying to move your elbows back. And again. Nice. Relax the arms. Big deep breath. We're going to swan dive it down. Step back to your plank. And from there, we take it to our first downward facing dog. So nice, easy breathing here. Pushing your heels towards the floor. Lift the left leg up. And now let's walk our hands back to our foot while we hold that leg up. So I've got my hips pushing back, the leg is still up. I'm going to walk the hands back forward again, keeping the leg up. Now relax that foot to the floor. Take 3 nice big deep breaths in this down dog. Let's lift the right leg. Let's walk the hands backwards. Shifting the hips as far back as you can. So you feel the glute, right? You send the body back, you're going to get into that glute. And now let's walk it back. We're going to meet back in our downward facing dog. You're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths. Elevate your heels as high as you can while you take these breaths. Now let's put the knees down on the floor. You're going to be in your quadruped position. And let's do some cat-cows. Nice and slowly. Make sure you're relaxing the head, looking through your legs. And when you flip it the other way, you're looking forward. Make sure you draw the belly button in. Okay, let's find ourselves in a neutral spine. Lower the chest through the arms and then push away. Really slow, going up and down. Now we're going to come into bear, and we're going to try to do the same thing, lowering the chest through the arms and lifting up while our knees are not on the floor. Nice. Now go right to a small dog. Push your heels down and straighten out your legs. Come back to your bear. Send your left leg back. And then bring it back down and do the same with the right. Send it back and bring it back. Now go back to that small dog. Hold here 3 deep breaths. Come back onto all fours. Take your gaze, make sure you're looking slightly forward to the front of the mat so the neck is nice and long. You're going to send your left arm forward and the right leg backwards. Try to keep your hips nice and even. And just hold here while you breathe a few more times. And now switch sides. Right arm, left leg. Nice and long. And onto all fours. Cat cows. This time, try to send the hips back a little bit so you get more of a stretch through your upper gluteals. Just switching it up. Nice. Neutral spine, small downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. We're going to roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. And take a nice, big, deep breath. Let's go up and over to one side. And then the other. And now bring your hands to heart. Standing nice and tall, I want you to step your left foot forward. Let's get into a nice split lunge. Elevate the heel in the back. Keep a proud chest and send the arms up. So once again, you're getting a nice release here in the front hip. Just hold it, breathe. Now bring your hands to heart and lean forward with your upper body. So try to put 80 to 90% of your weight in your left leg. Keep your spine nice and long while you breathe. Let's rotate the chest to face the left side of the room. You're still leaning in as much as you can. And now bring the shoulders back square and do it again. Same legs, same rotation. Nice and slow and controlled. Okay, now with the shoulders square, let the arms sweep by your side. Your palms are going to face the floor. Try to lean in even more. And now bring the arms so your palms are facing, you're trying to lift them up. And then send them back. And do that 2 more times. Big lean in. Okay, bring your hands to heart. Step your back foot in so you can get your heel down. We're going to come into a pyramid stretch. So I've got both legs straight with as much distance as I can have between the front and back foot, keeping the heels down. Slowly lean in. So the spine stays long as you fold down, right? Then when you can't go anymore, release the hands to the floor and fold over the leg. So I want you to totally unweight your upper body. So please don't put a lot of weight into your hands. They're just sort of resting there for balance. Okay, we're going to inhale and extend the spine. Your hands can come back onto your shin. And you're going to come all the way back up. Nice big deep breath. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart and step your back foot forward. We're going to send the left leg back this time. So try to really get aggressive with the amount of space between the front and back foot. Fold down. When you can't go anymore, round your back, drop your head. You're looking through your legs to the back of the room. Okay, inhale and extend the spine. Bring your hands back to your shin. Slowly roll up. Sweep the arms out to the side. And reach, reach, reach. Get that nice stretch through that hip flexor. And then hands to heart, step forward. Nice, big deep breath. Take it all the way down. Relax here for 3 deep breaths. We can cross the arms and really unweight the whole upper body over your legs. Make sure you're not holding the head up. Just close your eyes. Breathe. Okay, release the arms. Roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Big deep breath. Reach the arms up. Hands to heart. Step your left foot back. So you're in a lunge. And now we lean in. So your right knee could be over the ankle or a little in front of, but let's put most of our weight into our right leg. Spine is long. So what helps you weight mostly into the right leg is if you lift that left heel really high. So the toes are barely touching. Now with this nice lean in, I'm going to have you rotate to face the right side of your room. Go as far as you can, and then slowly come back. And do it again, rotate. And come back, 2 more. Then we're going to meet in a high plank position. You're just going to take your hands after this next one to the floor. Step it back, you're in your plank. Let's pick up that left foot and then switch it, pick up the right one. Make sure the leg is long. And now take your downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Now in your, excuse me, in your, in your down dog, just bend your knees. Nothing else changes. It's a nice stretch for the pads of the feet. And now go back to your regular downward facing dog. And then bend your knees again. Keep that belly button pulling up and in. Back to your dog. 1 more. Now this time, put your knees down on the floor, kick the feet out to the side. You are going to have a seat with your legs fully extended forward. to the front corners of the mat. We're gonna keep our spine nice and long. So you want to be nice and grounded to the floor. Take your right foot, step it inside your left leg. Using the muscle in your leg, see if you can relax this knee a little closer to the floor. And this left leg can be down by your calf or your inner thigh. It really doesn't matter. Now with your spine long, walk your hands forward. See if you can go a little further. Kind of easing into it nice and slowly. And then when you can't go anymore, let's just gradually flex the spine, relax the head, maybe lower the elbows to the floor. Just breathe. Now we're going to come back up and we're just going to switch legs. Send that right leg out, bring the left foot in. Start out really tall. So if you had a string pulling your head up, that's what I want you to imagine. Feel length through the spine. Maintain that as you slowly walk your hands forward. And try to use the leg muscles of the left leg to see if you can relax that left knee a little closer down to the floor. And do this nice and gradually. When you can't go anymore, flex that spine, lower the elbows, make sure your neck is happy. Now come off the forearms, walk your hands back, extend that left leg out. So you're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take our hands to our shoulders or keep your arms fully forward. It depends on how you're feeling today. I want you to C-curve the spine now and come down really slowly as we draw the belly in. Try to go as slow as you possibly can. And once you're all the way down, relax the head to the floor and send the arms backwards. Nice big full body stretch as you point those toes. Take a few nice big deep breaths. Now clasp your fingers together back there and send the arms up and forward till your hands are over your hips. So you're going as far forward as you can and then all the way back again. Nice and slowly with your hands together. Just do a few more. Now we're going to put the back of the arms on the floor, field goal posts. So that means your elbows and your shoulders are at the same height. And the back of the hands are down on the floor. Now lift your shoulder blades or wiggle around so you're nice and flat on them. Now you're going to step your left foot in. So you got a big bend in the left leg. You're going to lift your right leg halfway up to the ceiling, just halfway. And then now lift the back of the hands off the floor and move them forward. They might not get far, and that's okay. I want your shoulders to remain down. Send the hands up and down. Just do it a few more times while you hold your leg out there. Belly button pushes down towards the floor. Okay, relax that leg. Bend the right leg. Send your left leg out. Draw your belly down, start back with your arms going up and down, the hands, sorry. So when you watch people do this, they try to get their hands going all the way towards the floor, and then they let the shoulders round forward. We know we can round our shoulders forward. We do that a lot of the day. So this is an opportunity to build strength using your back muscles so the shoulders stay down. Okay, release that foot to the floor. You're going to bring your palms up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to clasp your fingers together. We're going to widen our feet to the edges of the mat, so you're in a much more stable position as you roll onto your right shoulder. Let the right hands come down towards the floor, not on the floor, and then roll back. So you're just rolling over the shoulder blade, just like we do when we roll over our glutes. This is a feel-good moment. It's really good for your thoracic spine, especially if you're on a very hard surface. This is going to feel really good. Let's just do one more and then we'll start to go the other way. So now you're going to the left. Just find a place where you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting what she means. This feels really good on my back. And go slowly. You're going to get more out of it if you slow it down. Let's do one more. Nice. Now we're going to meet in a happy baby. So make sure you're nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Reposition if you need to. And then grab hold of the outsides of the feet or whatever you can reach. Send those heels up to the ceiling. Use your arms to help you get your knees going down towards the floor. We're going to stay here for 5 deep breaths. Nice. Now, let's bring both of our knees into the chest and make a little circle to massage your lower back. Go the opposite way. Now, relax the arms on the floor with your palms facing down. Bend your legs to a 90-degree angle at the knee and flex your feet. Now, I want you to tilt your pelvis up so you feel your lower back on the floor. Keep the lower back on the floor and see if you can send your knees a little further out. Maybe it's only an inch, but I want you to work really hard to keep your back down and your belly down. Try to go a little further. You're going to get to a point here where you can't keep the back down, and that's when you're done. You're going to bring your knees into your chest, take a little break, but right now you're working really hard to lower that belly. Keep sending those feet further out until you can't, and then it's just a nice little reprieve. Now I'm bringing my knees in. I'm going to do a gentle rock side to side. Give my belly a little rest, maybe a little circle. Now I'm going to put my hands on each knee and I'm going to make really big circles. and sort of slow it down. So you feel a nice release through the inner thighs as you open them nice and wide. Now circle the opposite way. Nice, okay. Your arms are gonna rest on the floor. You're gonna send both your legs up to the ceiling. Push your heels up towards the ceiling as you flex your feet. Now slowly lower the right leg down towards the floor. If you want this to be harder, press the lower back down and move your left leg a little more forward. You're gonna feel a lot of the transverse abdominis muscles working. Very slow going down. Once you're down there, just hold it for a couple of breaths. You're still pushing the heels, both of them out. So your legs are super straight. And now you're going to slowly come back up. Little work for the hip flexor, but that's what we want. Nice job. Now open up both legs as wide as they can go. Just let gravity take over. And close them. And press that lower back down into the floor. So you're sort of doing like a pelvic tilt. And now start your descent with the left leg. Really do your best to push the heel out. Very slow going down. If you want it harder, move that right leg a little more forward. Once it's down, hold for a breath or two. Slowly come back up. Nice, now open both legs again, last time. Close them, bend your knees, give yourself a nice little massage, hugging your knees. Maybe it's a small circle, maybe a rock. Go the opposite way. Nice, now, small bends in the legs. You're going to take your right knee, cross it over your left leg. You're going to let the knees go towards the right. They're not going to get all the way down, but use your right leg to help pull the left one towards the floor. I want you to feel a really good stretch over your left hip. Send your left arm straight up to the ceiling. Your palm is going to face the right side of the room. And now you're going to send that arm back. Keep it really long. So you're getting a nice stretch through the side body, your lat, and right over that hip. We're going to stay here for 3 more big, deep breaths. Now bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. Now both knees are going to come into the chest for a little reset. So maybe it's a small circle or a rock, side to side, whatever feels good. Change your direction. Now let's do the other side. So small bend in the legs. Your left knee goes over the right knee this time. Let that left leg guide the right one towards the floor. And when you feel like you're in the right spot, send the arm up and back and just breathe. Keep reaching the arm long. It's bone straight. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. Small bend in the legs, a big bend in the legs. So walk your feet close to your butt and then rock your pelvis forward and back. 3 counts in both directions, so it's very slow. Now, while you're doing this, you're drawing the stomach down. So your stomach is nice and hard. All those muscles are engaged. Okay, bring both knees into the chest. Rock yourself up to a seated position. You're going to sit cross-legged, nice and tall, right? So proud out your chest. Think of a string on the top of your head, pulling everything up. And now I want you to turn your head all the way to the right. We're going to do a little therapy for our necks. You know, you carry a lot of stress and tension in your neck and shoulders. So to have this part of your regular practice is good for you. Let's go the other way. Make sure you're going as far as you can and then just hold it while you keep your spine really long. Now bring your head facing forward and then we're just going to drop the chin. Doesn't that feel good down your back? Okay, lift the head back up. Now you take your right ear down to the right shoulder. So you're getting a nice little stretch on the side, left side. Keep breathing. And lift the head back up and now go to the other side. Some people like to put their hand on their head just to add a little intensity. I just try to let gravity take over. And if I'm feeling a nice little tug, I know I'm in the right spot. Okay, lift your head back up. Now take your gaze and look down. So you're lowering your chin, you're looking down at your right shoulder. Lift your head back up and now look at the left shoulder. Lift your head back up. Take the hands out in front of the legs and keep your spine long as you start to walk forward. When you can't go anymore, I want you to round your back, relax the head. If you can put your elbows down, go for it. And we're just going to hold here for 3 or 4 breaths. Okay, come back up. You're going to extend the legs all the way down. So you're sitting up in staff pose, arms out in front. Now you're going to seesaw. So you're going to go back, drawing the belly in, maybe halfway back. And then you're going to seesaw back up. So you're rolling over your sit bones forward and back, and your spine is staying long, and you're drawing in the belly. Let's do a few more. Really reach forward so you feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs as you press the back of the knees down into the floor. Now on this last one, let the hands come onto your feet. See if you can lower the elbows to your shins, let your head go, flex your spine. Pull the feet towards the back of your room using your hands and your arms. Push the back of the knees down. And now come back up. So you're going to keep your left leg where it is. You're going to pick up your right leg and just cross at the ankles. Now, walk your hands down so you can grab both your feet and lower your elbows towards your shin. So you're gonna feel this on the outside, excuse me, of that right leg. Now bring it up. So you're gonna take your right foot to the right corner and now cross the other way. Lean in, find your feet. You can always use a band or a towel. And then pull the feet towards you, press the back of that, both knees down. And then if you want to relax the elbows to the shin, go ahead. Your spine is rounding, your neck is happy. And come back up. Send this left heel back to the corner, arms out or arms on your shoulders. You're going to round your back and come on down, nice and slowly. Once you get down, send the arms back. Little wider than shoulder width, so you're changing up the angle. Take some nice deep breaths. As you reach the arms long, open the fingers and then close the palms. And just keep oscillating between opening the hands and closing them. Now bring your arms back by your side. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So bend both legs. Get really comfy with your back. So if you need to adjust, do it before you get into the stretch. Now we're going to start with the right leg sitting on our left thigh. Now try to move that right knee forward and then bring it in. And just kind of oscillate between forward and back. There'll be 3 counts in each direction, so it's still not fast. Okay, hold it forward. You're going to use your hands, bring your left knee in. You're either onto your left hamstring or shin, whatever you can find that works for you. And use your muscles to help you get your left leg a little closer and your right leg a little further out. Now circle your ankle of your left foot. Go the opposite way. Point and flex. Nice. Release the leg. You're going to take your right knee and cross it over the left one. So you're just crossing at the knees. Now try to find the outsides of both feet and pull them in towards you. Getting a nice stretch more in the center part of the glute. Now you're going to move the feet up and down a little bit in each direction. Just slow. Now uncross, plant both feet back on the floor. You're going to take the left foot, sit it on the right leg. Now push that left knee forward and then bring it back in. This is really good to do every day. Okay, let's pick the right foot up. Let's use our arms to help guide the right knee in and the left knee forward. Start to circle that right ankle this time. Change your direction. Point and flex. And now cross your left knee over the right. Find those feet somehow, some way. Draw them in. Enjoy that stretch on that left glute. Start to move the feet up and down slowly. Now let go of the feet, extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Send your arms all the way back. Big stretch in opposite directions. And now start to lift the arms, lift your head and roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Send it between the legs. Spine is flexing, you're just breathing. Great job. Sit yourself up. I thank you guys so much for your power and strength. I hope you enjoyed the class and I will see you next time. Namaste. Okay. We are done. Woohoo! Super Bowl party time. Enjoy, guys.